This Liberty Sports Update is brought to you by Beacon Credit Union.
How are things going the first 2 days?
I'm really pleased with the first 2 days. Having not put pads on yet, I think we've gotten the most out of the time we've had. I think Dom's done a nice job. Our team looks a little more physically fit, and we've had some lose a little weight, some gain some, and I love, I thought our defense the first 2 days has just contested every ball, whether it's one-on-ones. That's something that we were kind of missing, I thought, throughout the course of last year. So that's been good. We've offensively, I love the tempo to which we can play. We haven't done it a whole lot yet. We're kind of building up to that, but we've been kind of inconsistent in throwing and catching. So we've definitely got to improve that. But man, like the demeanor, I think we've got some good leaders, and I think they're starting to, in second year, understand a little bit more how we want to practice, and so I've been pleased.
You've gone to the morning practice schedule this spring. Is that something you've done before, and how do you think the guys adjusted to it yesterday?
I typically have done mornings in the springtime. I've never done mornings during the fall, but I've always loved mornings. I'm a morning guy, and they get up and lift all January, all February in the mornings, and so they're used to it. We get good food in them. We get the workout in. We get to see them first thing before the day, and we know if anything's going on academically or something going on that night, we're way ahead of the curve on it, and I love it. I think it's they had no issues yesterday whatsoever. I thought the energy was great, and I think it'll continue to be that.
How have the mid-year guys looked so far, specifically Butler, Matthews, they're all linebacker and offensive line?
I haven't watched today's film, but I thought Butler he's a quick learner. He's got a good football IQ, and obviously he's played a lot of snaps. So been pleased. We'll see more when we get the pads on. Bryce has done really well. I think he's going to be a guy that can play all 5 spots for us up front, and seems to be doing really, he's healthy, I think.
You got a lot of continuity there on the offensive line. 4 guys returning that started last year. You think they're gelling, continue to carry that over from the fall?
Yeah, I think it's 3. We lost Sam and we lost Duff, but, those 3 are really good players. And then you got, John is looking good in the first 2 days, and you add Bryce. Cooper's weight is staying up. Pleased with him, and then these young guys are going to have to be ready to play also, and we'd like to sign one more hopefully between now and June.
How's Treadwell looked at safety through the first 2 days?
Really good. I'm really pleased. Dropped 2 picks today, so I was on him about that, but he's in the right spot, and I really like what I see out of him.
Jerome Jolly's getting a lot of reps in the secondary too.
He's going to be a player. He's unless he does something crazy when the pads come on. That guy's physical, man. He doesn't look like a freshman, and he's competing, and he's got energy. He's got a swagger about him, and again, as long as he plays as physical with pads as he does without, I think we've got ourselves a really good player.
I saw you moved Overton to defensive line. Was that a planned move after having him at tight end throughout the fall?
We always thought in recruiting that it could go either way. We thought he was going to be really big, and he is. He's up to 275, and so now you got basically a redshirt freshman there to start playing. I think he's going to end up being a 3 technique.
Saw Biden with a cast on his right leg.
Yeah.
You think he'd be good for the fall, or?
Yeah, he's got a stress fracture, and he unfortunately won't be able to go through spring, but he needed the spring reps because I think he's got a chance to be a good player too, but certainly need to get him well first, and we'll get him well for summer workouts hopefully.
You're able to get Bennett and Ferguson out here for the start of spring practice. How they looked in their development and learning of the offense?
Both have good football IQs. There's just, right now the trainers want them to just remain in the pocket, so we're kind of careful. Chris, we only let go Skelly today, nothing else, no team stuff. I think he's a little tentative still, as is JB. It's been a long time, but they both have potential to be really good players.
How have you liked Malik so far? Heard great reviews about his leadership, his command of the offense during the fall. How has he looked so far?
I think his leadership skills have come out some, which we've challenged him to do. Athletically, he is really good. but just very, been inconsistent in his mechanics, and it causes his ball to sail a little bit from time to time. He knows it. Kent is very good at that stuff, and will work tirelessly to fix any of those issues that we're having. But really pleased with love his demeanor. He wants to be great. He owns everything, good, bad, and indifferent, and so you like that in your quarterback.
Got a lot of young guys at receiver. How is that group coming along?
Well, we miss AGG. We need another one of those, but no, I think C.J. Yarbrough is going to be very, very good. As we need Noah to really step up and be a player there. DeMario's really good talent. Need Caleb to get back, and need these signees to get in to add a little more depth to it. Shadro, we're moving him to tailback some and playing around there. Stubbs has shown great leadership, and we need Shaw to, just be more consistent. But really pleased with the way they've performed the first few days.
How's William Green looked out there after he missed so much time?
Thinks too much. Love his body right now. It's totally changed. Love him as a kid. He's got to quit thinking and play, and then just turn it loose and not worried about making a mistake, or because he wants to please. He's a great kid and he just wants to please, but he's got to quit thinking so much and go to work.
Had a lot of running backs rotating in and out there today. What have you seen out of some of those guys so far?
A lot of competition there. I like that. Obviously J Mac, his off season. I told him today, just in individual work. I didn't see him last year do half the things he's done this year, and that's incredible to see. And really pleased with him. His reps will be limited in spring. We know what he can do. He's earned, in my eyes, the right to be at least co-starter. So I'd like to see what some of these other guys can do, and Troy and Peyton and Shadro, Frank. So I think we got some good depth there.
Is Marcus Haskins out there yet?
He's not in school yet. He's finishing up his work. We're hopeful that we can get him in our, I think it's called D term. That's what we're hopeful for, but not 100% sure on that yet.
Same for Lofton.
Same for Lofton.
How's Braden Monday look? I saw him running twos. You gave him a chance to redshirt, play 4 games. How did that help him, and where does he stand with that unit?
Yeah, I think he's played some with the ones too, and the twos, kind of going back and forth. He's gained 25 pounds, and he's a tough kid, hard-nosed, wants to win, great Liberty fit kid, and going to play a lot of snaps for us.
Thanks, Coach.
And Darrell Johnson, he looks like
freakish athletic. He's already gained weight, needed to do that. He's up 12 pounds. Hopeful to put another 15 on him before the fall. But you saw in the last period, I don't know if you were out there watching it then, but he's hard to handle off the edge.